Hello and welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jared.
That's all we have today. Sometimes that's all you need, right?
That's it. No, oh, sorry, I didn't. What do you have for us today, Kate?
Seriously, it's like I'm going to have to write it down for him.
I need a script, apparently.
You're no stranger to the odd dreams that I have.
Oh.
Now.
You know, America, you really don't know. You're going to think that there's something involved in these dreams. And by something, I mean, like, alcohol, barbiturates.
Well, the doctor does say that it's the medication, but it's not really...
No, that never seems to be a contributing factor. No. Like, I'll have a dream like you have maybe once in a month where it's vivid. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Yes, well, most recently, I had a couple of different dreams that kind of amused me a little bit. All right?
Do tell.
So, in the one dream, I'm at this old lady's house, and she's having a party. It's kind of like a block party. There's all kinds of people there.
This is interesting because there are no old ladies on your block, but... Are there?
Have you been door to door? Really? You know who my neighbors are?
You think I haven't?
Okay, not like we're surprised. Anyway, so she's having this party, and there's all kinds of people that I know there, and I'm going to different rooms and talking to people, and there's like a tea party in one room, and there's a little luncheon going on in another room with little finger foods and stuff.
It's a theme party.
It kind of was, until this kind of sketchy guy showed up, okay? And
Crasher.
Yeah, well, he looked nervous, and he had a gun. Right?
Oh,
right.
You've been watching the news too much again.
I haven't even been watching the news. It's freaking Facebook.
Really?
You guys, let it go. Anyway, so he has this gun, and I'm like, okay, this could be a problem because not only is he shifty looking, but he's nervous looking. And a nervous person with a gun is always a good combination. So I think I better call the police, right? So
right.
I have to look around the house to find a phone first. Finally, I find a phone because I can't use my cell phone that's in my pocket.
No, but if you're going on movie principle now at this point.
That's
if this
true.
is a movie, any good movie, you're not going to be having your phone. Or your battery's going to be dead.
It does make what comes up next a little bit more ridiculous. Absurd was the word I was looking for. All right, so I find the phone, and I call the police. And I tell them, okay, there's a party going on. There's this shifty guy here with a gun. He's nervous. He's making me nervous, whatever. And what do they ask me? For an address, right?
And you don't know where you are?
I don't know the address of this house because I don't live there.
Right.
So I say, well, I don't really know the address. I can tell you how to get here. No, ma'am. We're going to need a physical address.
Well,
but they're not even going to try.
And in this day and age, can't they trace
exactly
the phone?
My point.
Yeah.
I'm calling from the phone.
Because your phone's GPS enabled, so
well,
they can...
and I'm calling from the house phone.
Oh, and if you're doing it from the house phone, yeah.
They should be able to know, right? No. So I'm going through the different rooms, sifting through this woman's mail, trying to find an address. Now, for some reason, this woman has a bunch of other people's mail in her house, and none of the letters I find have her address in them.
I just like how the mail is conveniently located there.
No, I had to look for it.
Oh, okay.
It was on a table in another room.
And
like I say,
collects other people's mail.
Most of the envelopes either didn't have an address or it was somebody else's address. And I was so angry because the police absolutely refused to come until I gave them an actual address. Like, what am I supposed to walk outside?
I wonder what would have happened if you would have said, man down. So there's people,
Okay, next time I'm going to have to think of that.
You are, and you're going to have to,
And I wish that I could tell you how this dream ended, but these dreams typically come either just before or in between alarm clock rings. We won't talk about that.
And that's strange because I'm not like that. If I'm hitting the snooze button, I'm starting to become more aware.
Yeah,
I never kick out like you do.
I'm dreaming hard and vivid. The alarm goes off, I snooze it, I go back to sleep, and then I have yet another dream. Okay, now this one...
Now, how long's your snooze?
Like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you've seen Inception, that's a long time.
I don't like that movie.
Anyway, so I had to write some details down of this dream before I forgot it, and I still don't even have all the details. But I do know that it was in a grocery store.
Right.
And it was this time of year, but all their Christmas things were out. And I remember being kind of...
It's earlier and earlier every year.
And so I was kind of annoyed by that until I found the gingerbread candy canes. And I was like, oh, great, because I missed out on them last year, so now I can make sure that I get some. I've never heard of gingerbread candy canes. Okay,
well,
so I don't know
and
where this came
usually
from.
your holiday flavor of choice is, let's be honest, the nog. you're.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Yes.
shocked by the gingerbread. But
Yeah.
anyway,
So
continue.
gingerbread candy canes, and I'm all excited, and then the store's really crowded, and I'm trying to get out of the store, and there's people in the way, and then I'm not buying anything, and somehow that was a problem. I don't know. But then all of a sudden, as it is in dreams, I'm out of the store, yay! But now I'm taking a tour of a building, and it's like an apartment building, okay? But the tour consists of showing us the areas inside the building between the floors.
So there's like plexiglass, or you can see.
No, for some reason, like the whole wall was taken off, I guess.
Okay, so you can just see.
So
they
we're
want
just
that.
seeing right in.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess. There was nobody in any of the apartments. We were really looking at the in-between part, okay? And the reason that we were looking at this was for some sort of extermination reason.
Thing.
Maybe it was because I was thinking of human exterminators. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, so we're looking in between, and he's explaining how in between each of these floors, we have different things to help collect the unwanted things, right? But here's what I liked about it. Everything in between these floors is like nicely decorated. Okay, so there's a table with a doily on it and an empty vase, and it's just really classy looking.
They had to dress it up.
Well, they clearly did, because they wanted you to look at that rather than the big jar over here that's
Right.
collecting cockroaches. And it was like full of them. And I'm not sure what
Were they dead?
Well, probably.
We're so going after this to get a dream book, and
I'm telling you,
we're
I could give a dream interpreter a run for
Dark.
their money for sure.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
doing some
They'd be having some
diagnosis
nightmares.
because
Yeah, so there's this giant jar. I mean, it's like this, like one of those cheese ball jars,
Right.
you know? Yeah, and it's like full of cockroaches. Unless maybe it was really full of cheese balls and they just looked funny because I was far away. But I can guarantee you, if that's the case, I'm never eating them again. Anyway, so
I'm not.
that was.
I'm done.
This is why I wake up tired on a regular basis, because I gotta tell you,
Well, see, most people have dreams like, and I've had this too, where you wake up at like 5 and say your alarm's gonna go off at 6:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to sleep and you dream about the alarm waking you up,
Oh.
or you dream that you're late for work, or the worst one, you dream that you are going to work.
what I hate the most is dreaming about getting up, getting ready, choosing something to wear,
Oh, yeah, I've
etc.,
had that
etc.
too.
And then I wake up and I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to do that again?
Yes.
It's the worst part of my day.
No, but I've had it too, to the point where I've dreamt about a certain problem scenario, and then, no kidding, it happens that day.
Yeah,
and
I
it
don't
is
think
the worst
that's
deja vu.
So much as
Oh.
dreaming about things is kind of making a galaxy request. You might want to knock that off.
I do have the power.
He does have some.
Not like
powers.
He-Man's power. But
Not so much.
the power in general. If I had He-Man's power, I would be shirtless right now. Just saying.
Wow. So send
But
in
no
your,
fur underwear.
send in your requests for that. And
Please, please, please
do.
don't.
Do it.
No.
If we get enough requests,
No! There are not enough. No.
I dare
No.
say he can be persuaded. So just let us know how you feel about it.
No.
Okay?
Nobody wants to see this. Nobody, no.
Oh, I can show you what nobody wants to see.
No. Let's have
Speaking
a
of-
contest. What do you want to see the least of?
Okay, well, I'm going to win that, so you're going to end up on the table. Okay? All right,
At
speaking
least
of
it's not on the pole.
it's the family show, we don't do polls here. But
They don't know.
speaking of polls,
Okay.
I have a story for when we come back. So, like us, comment about how much you'd like to see Jared shirtless,
Shut up!
and hit
I'm
it. Give
bright
us,
red. I can feel it.
give us a subscribe, and we'll see you shortly.
Oh.